मोहतरम लॉर्ड तारिक अहमद साहब से गुजारिश करूंगा कि वो अपने ख्यालात का इज़हार करें।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, जज़ाकुमुल्लाह। मैं आप सबका बहुत ही डिप्टी हाई कमिश्नर साहिब, प्रेसिडेंट साहिब, सोसाइटी का, आप तमाम दोस्त अहबाब का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ, बहुत मशहूर हूँ कि आज आपने इस तरह ये ख़ास एजाज़ दिया है। मैं इस वक्त अपने आप को इस काबिल नहीं समझता कि मैं ऐसे एजाज़ का काबिल हूँ, मगर यह खुदा ताला के बाद मेरी मेहनत यो के साथ साथ मेरे वालिदैन की जो मेहनत और कुर्बानियाँ हैं, उसके नतीजे में मैं आज आपके आगे खड़ा हुआ हूँ। आप अता साहब जब जिक्र कर रहे थे सब लोगों का, मैंने थोड़ा बहुत साथ में दुआ भी की। मैंने कहा ये इम्तिहान मुझ पे ना पड़े कि आपको सबका जिक्र करना पड़े, मगर एक दोस्त, और मैं वो अंग्रेज़ी में उनका तारुफ करवाऊँगा, वाफिक साहब, हमारे कंजर्वेटिव अरब लीग के चेयरमैन हैं कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी के, उनका भी मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। थैंक यू वाफिक फॉर बीइंग विद अस हियर दिस इवनिंग। मैं बुनियादी चीज़ में कुछ बातें करना चाहूँगा, वो उर्दू ज़बान में। क्योंकि एक पाकिस्तान से एक प्यार का ताल्लुक है, एक बुनियादी ताल्लुक है। मेरा वालिदैन जो थे पार्टीशन के बाद वो कराची चले गए। अब्बा जान मरहूम जो 18 महीने पहले वफात पा गए, उनने जो कुर्बानियाँ इस मुल्क में आके की 1954 से, उसके नतीजे में आज मैं आपके आगे खड़ा हूँ। और मैं आपको थोड़ा बहुत अपना ज़ाती तौर पे भी कुछ ख्यालात बयान करना चाहता हूँ। हम जब छोटे थे, 3 थे हम बच्चे, हमें जोर दिया गया कि हमेशा इज्जत और एहतराम के साथ, क्या बड़ा हो या छोटा हो, उनके साथ आपने पेश होना है। हमेशा अपना ईमान को आगे रखना, सच्चे रहना अपने ईमान पे, और खुदा ताला का हमेशा शुक्रगुजार रहना, इबादत को कभी भूलना नहीं। ये वो बुनियादी चीज़ें हैं जिनके ऊपर मैंने तालीम हासिल की। मुझे इस मुल्क ने ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ दी जिसकी वजह से आज मुझे ये एजाज़ मिला कि जब वो फ़ोन कॉल आया मुझे वज़ीर आज़म ब्रितानिया डेविड कैमरन का कि तारिक, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आज आप गवर्नमेंट बेंचेस पे शामिल हों। एक बज़ाहिर फ़ख्र की बात थी मेरे लिए ज़ाती तौर पर, मेरे ख़ानदान के लिए, मगर तमाम आपने कम्यूनिटी का जिक्र किया है। हर वो कम्यूनिटी जो इस मुल्क में आती है, जो अपना यहाँ घर बनाती है, मेहनत करती है, उनके लिए यह एक मिसाल है। आपके सामने बेशुमार है। मुझे बल्कि ख्याल आया जब एक दोस्त तारुफ में उनने मेरे लॉर्ड नज़ीर अहमद, गलती से मगर लॉर्ड नज़ीर अहमद का जिक्र आया। लॉर्ड नज़ीर अहमद की मैं बहुत इज्जत करता हूँ, उनकी वालदा बीमार है, उनकी दुआएं, हम सब की दुआएं उनके साथ हैं। मगर ये भी एक एजाज़ की बात है कि एक अहमद नहीं, 2 अहमद अब हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड्स में हैं। इन बुनियादी बातों के बाद, क्योंकि यहाँ दोस्त अहबाब ऐसे भी हैं जो उर्दू नहीं समझते, और एक जो हमें तरबियत दी गई बचपन से कि आप जिस मुल्क में हैं उसकी ज़ुबान सीखो, जिस मुल्क में हैं उसका एहतराम सीखो, और जो हर मुल्क और हर कौम में अच्छी बातें हैं उनको अहमियत दें। तो with that I move to my tongue of English as well, the tongue I grew up with, the tongue I was born here in Britain with. Wafiq, I mentioned you earlier. There are many in this room who perhaps have also joined in this celebration, which is a most humbling moment for myself. It is humbling for various reasons, not least because I pay testament to the great sacrifices many members of the community made, but in particular on a personal note, that my own parents made. And I say to all the youth of Britain, irrespective of your background, where you begin. I came from very humble beginnings. Muzaffar Saab alluded to that. My father arrived in this country with £5 to his name. He worked on the railways, day and night. He educated himself. He sent money back home to Pakistan so his brothers and sisters could be educated. And he worked hard here. He instilled in his family the values of the country, the values of my faith, Islam, and the values of family. It is on that basis that I moved forward after educating myself. Politics came early in my life. Some examples have been made to my youth, and certainly when you reach the age I do and everyone's referring to me as a young man, I very much welcome that. Thank you. But there was, I joined the Conservative Party in 1994. So it has been a long road. I joined at the very grassroots. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's where you learn the ropes. That's where you understand the people and the community, and all communities. Yes, there are particular issues currently confronting Muslims, the Pakistani community, the Asian community, but also confronting Britain today. And I've been listening quite attentively to my elders, to my colleagues, to my seniors, to my friends, about the role that one should play in the House of Lords, in the Houses of Parliament, with colleagues in both the House of Lords and the House of Commons. But again, I go back to my grassroots, the teaching I got. And that is, when you stand up, irrespective of someone's background, irrespective of who they are and where they're coming from, you stand on the point of principle, you stand as a voice of justice, and you stand as a voice for all of humanity. These may be noble aspirations, ladies and gentlemen, but these will be the aspirations, the principles on which I will focus my career in the House of Lords. I am absolutely honoured to be given this great honour. I was speaking at another place yesterday evening and they keep talking about this issue of being elevated. I can assure you, as I said there, and I assure you now, Tariq Ahmad, Lord, as I have been honoured to be called, my feet are firmly on the ground, and that's where they will remain. And if I may just seek your indulgence for a few moments more. I'm here and I'm honoured to be sitting next to the Deputy High Commissioner of Pakistan. And Pakistan, whilst Britain is my home, Britain is my country. I feel passionately about Britain, and I'm sure this won't go down well with most people who are perhaps from Pakistan, but we have a famous Deputy High Commissioner here, a cricket test, which was once touted as a form of loyalty and assessing loyalty. Well, I do wave the English flag, but that doesn't mean I forget the roots. It doesn't mean I forget where my family was. Pakistan is going through troubled times. But I go back to the words of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, when the foundations of Pakistan were laid. And he said, always look out for the poor, those who are in need, those who are afflicted. And if you are in a position to help, extend that hand of help. Be it the faith of Islam, be it the people and the state of Pakistan, the people are the real pearls of Pakistan. And that is where the focus should be. So anyone from wherever in the world, they represent the Pakistani diaspora. It becomes incumbent on them to ensure that they do speak of a voice of reason, of humanity and justice. And I'm therefore delighted that my government, under David Cameron, has been one of the biggest contributors to the aid release which we've seen in Pakistan. And that is very important, ladies and gentlemen, because it doesn't just show the strength of the Pakistani diaspora in the United Kingdom, it shows the strength of all British people who actually promote the qualities of justice and humanity, and that should be applauded. I'm also conscious of the fact, one of the things my father often used to say, कि तारिक जब खाना लग जाए ना, फिर खाने की अहमियत होनी चाहिए. So I can smell the lovely food, and I hear the chef has actually dropped something there, perhaps on my reference as well. But nevertheless, dinner awaits us and a musical evening thereafter. And perhaps it's with that musical tone I finish my brief comments. When I was younger, PIA was mentioned. I was very fortunate. My father actually spent a long and distinguished career serving Pakistan International Airlines, which meant that I was a fortunate incumbent of some of those benefits we were talking about of PIA. But that meant that I was able to experience the culture, the hospitality, the warmth of the people of Pakistan. And that is very close to my heart and will not be forgotten. And one of the things which my late father was also very keen, we heard references to Allama Iqbal. My father used to be quite keen on putting together a few couplets, but I was also remember from him that when he recited those couplets, whether you were 3 or 93, you had to attain absolute silence, and that was always a bit of a challenge. But again, a visionary in Allama Iqbal, the vision he saw for Pakistan, those were the founding fathers of Pakistan in Muhammad Ali Jinnah Sahib and Allama Iqbal Sahib. But those principles should still ring true for the people of Pakistan, and I hope the politicians, many of here who are represented here from the different political parties. But I finish, if I may, on a musical note. I remember when we used to go to Karachi or Lahore and all over Pakistan, one of the things which was often on PTV, it was a bit more antiquated than it was or is today, was a famous song, and it always used to finish, which was Soni Dharti Allah Rakhe. And that's how I finished. Kadam Kadam Abad Ho.
Thank you very much. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जनाब लॉर्ड तारिक अहमद